Hello everyone, welcome to Cindy Michelle, that is me. I don't really know where to begin. This is going to be a welcome to my channel video, an introduction into me and what I do and how I have ended up here right now. It's currently Saturday the 17th of July in 2021. My life has not been easy at all. At a very young age, my dad left and remarried, and she already had 2 children, and he just got on with his life. Kind of forgot about us over here, you know, his real kids. We kind of got forgotten about. Then my mum, when I was about 9 or 10-ish, she met this guy and he moved in, they got married, and shortly thereafter I became his punching bag, I guess is the word. I was abused on every level, emotionally, physically, mentally. He was a parental narcissist, is the boiling point of that. I was sexually abused for a prolonged period of time. I'm talking from the age of 11 into my 30s. Prolonged. I'm not going to bog you down with all of that, but that is just one part of my life. While going through the abuse behind the scenes, I then, because of my state of mind, my depression, and everything else, I took in boyfriends who were not on the same scale, but quite close. They were useless, they were users, they were not very nice, they treated me badly, and at this point I'm already broken. I don't care, I'm just there for the company and a layer of protection to stop bully, as we call him in our house. It's kind of broke the access, it wasn't so easy. So I took in all these wasters, and yeah, I have 2 children. Carl is 18 and Reese is 12. I had a daughter in the middle of the boys. She passed away at 20 days old from cot death. So life has not been kind at all. I'm gonna now go back to 2001. Okay, and I started experiencing things, and I remember talking to my mum, who is a qualified mental health nurse. She has letters after her name, she's that qualified. I started talking to her and I said to her, I'm hearing voices. And I remember telling her this, and she said, if they tell you to harm yourself or harm other people, you contact me immediately. No matter what day or night, you call me and you talk to me. And I went, no mum, it's not like that. And I sat her down and I said, just go with me here, because just trust me. And I started talking to her and I said to her, Granddad is standing in the doorway and he's got something to tell you. And my mum was like, your granddad died when you were 6, I think I was. And I was like, I'm telling you, he's in the doorway. I said it didn't make sense to me at first, because I remember my granddad being in a wheelchair and he had both legs amputated, one at the knee and one just below the knee. So he had like a stump on one end, and we used to sit in the wheelchair with him. That's what I remember of my granddad. And I said, he's just standing there, but he's really tall. And she said he wasn't always that way, obviously. And then I proceeded to repeat everything that my granddad was telling me. And while he was talking to me, I could see her in a bedsit. And I explained the bedsit to her. And she was crying. And obviously my mum is crying. So I'm like, I'm upsetting you. She said, no, you have to keep going. So I was like, okay. And I was telling her things. And she said to me, there's no way on God's green earth you knew any of that, because it was long before you were even thought about. It was things that happened to her way before I was born, and I was telling her all of this information. And she said to me, you have to use this, you have to help people. So I did. I started off working in a back room of a shop, and people would come in and have card readings with me. And then life kind of got in the way. I had to go on a healing process, and last week I went through a breakup, and I am angry about how it all transpired, but I knew it was coming. I already had a foot out of the door. I knew it was coming, and I knew it had to be done. So I'm fine, I'm good, and dealing with it. However, the reason I'm sharing all this with you is because I have lived my life. I have been a mum, I have been a daughter, I have been a friend, I have been a diamond painting YouTuber. Diamond painting is my therapy. I enjoy it, I enjoy the process, I enjoy the art and everything else. If you don't know what that is, I'm not going to explain it here, so just head on over to my channel and you'll see what that's all about. And then I have been psychic. So I have all my friends are in different categories. So I've got my psychic friends, my diamond painting friends, my friends that I grew up with, my... Do you see what I mean? It's all like in separate categories. And I feel like now is the time to come out and say, yes, I have this talent. And I sat down and I did a video on my diamond painting channel, and it's tarot reading, and again it's my diamond painting and my tarot, or my psychic side, and now I need to merge them. Okay, so I'm going to keep my diamond painting channel as my diamond painting journey, and now I'm going to keep my tarot side, because they are very, very diverse, and I think Cindy Michelle needs to just come together and bring it all together. So I have started this channel, and I would love to have you on my journey. I would love to be open with you guys, and yeah, okay. So what do I do? It's hard for me to put it into a nutshell what I do. Okay, I use cards as my primary source of information, and they're purely a focus point for me. I can't just sit here and say to you, you need to do this and you need to do that. Okay, I need a focus. I did a weekly video on my diamond painting channel, and before I made that public, I reached out to 3 different people that I know. Amanda, who has followed me on my diamond painting journey from the very beginning. Trish is my school friend that I have known all these years. She is my school friend. And Jay, who I met, again, I haven't explained that one. In my day job, I hold mind, body and spirit events, and I met him through that. We really became very good friends. Okay, so I sent this video to 3 separate people who are in very different phases of their lives, and I sent it to them. And Amanda was the last one to watch it. She came back to me and she said, you need to do something with this. You need to reach people, because she was mind blown. Jay pretty much said the same thing. He knew I had the talent, because one night I was messaging him on WhatsApp and I said to him, your granddad's just sat on my bed. And he was like, yeah, sure. I think he was a little bit sceptical at that point. And then again I repeated it, and again I couldn't tell you what I told him. I have no idea, because it means nothing to me. The message was for him and I can't recall it. For love nor money, I don't know what I told him. And he was like, I'm freaked out. And I joked and said, you don't need to be freaked out, because he's on my bed, not yours. But he was freaked out that I knew all this information. So he was like, I'm so glad that you are owning it and stepping out into this. And I said to him, I'm not scared, that's the wrong word. I'm very, very nervous about being so public about it, because like I said to you, my diamond painting friends or my friends in my day job don't know this side of me. But it's time that I came out and learnt to share it and learn to advance and get better at it, and that's what you guys are here for. Yeah, and you're going to learn a lot about me. I'm an open book about what I have been through, good, bad and ugly. I'm a very open book, and I have done a lot of healing. So I have been reading for quite a number of years, and then the pandemic hit. I lost my day job and all my friends. They kind of just gone their own way, and I wish I had spent that time doing this as well, because I enjoy it, I love it, yeah, you get where I'm going. Okay, so I'm trying to keep to the point, but you will learn I kind of digress. Unless I've got readings in front of me that I'm focused on, I tend to waffle here and there, and sometimes I come back to the point, sometimes I forget. But that's just me. You'll get to know me, and yeah. Okay, so what do I do? That's a very loaded question, because I am psychic. That means that my deck of cards, I look at them and I zone in on the message on the card. I don't go by the meanings of the cards. So for example, let me show you. This is my favourite deck. These are my angel cards, and these are my favourite and the most well used. these are the first ones I ever bought myself, and these are the ones that I did readings with. Now, angel cards differ to tarot cards, and again, I can do tutorials on those if you would like. Again, it will be my perception, my perspective, my knowledge, obviously with the spirit realm at hand, but not everyone will agree, and you don't have to agree. Just be kind. That's all I ever say. Just be kind. You don't need to get nasty. Okay, so back to the point. These are my messages from the angels deck. Okay, so if I take this out, then they come like so. And a lot of people are drawn to these cards. Okay, so there's 44 cards, and each one has something different. So inner peace, psychic ability, helping, go after what you want. Do you see what I mean? And it goes on for 40. Be careful. Yeah, so they are my angel cards, and we'll get to those later because I will do some readings after I have explained everything. All decks that you buy always come with a book. Okay, so Fiona, let's just pick one at random, one that I can pronounce. Crystal. Okay, so we'll pick Crystal, and then I go find Crystal in the book, and then it will say a message, and it tells you what this is, and then daily action. This one says daily action. This is what you should do. A call, a letter, or reading relevant material will keep the energy of your manifestation at a high level. Every day, positively affirm that you have already achieved or exceeded your dream. And most important, ask for angelic assistance every step of the way. Okay, but this, I don't use these. What I do is I look at the card and then decipher the message. I can't do it on a whim because I'm not reading anyone, but you know, yeah, so I don't use these. That just constantly gets tossed aside, but that is what I do, and that's why I am psychic as well as picking up on spirit. Yeah, angel cards, I have lots and lots of decks. I have my Patrick Gamble cards, which I bought because I love his artwork. Healing with the Angels. Archangel, I love angels, if you hadn't noticed. Archangel Power Tarot cards, there's 76 in there. And my Akashic, I can't say that word, tarot cards. I have more, I have even more. Tarot differs from angel cards. Angel cards are fluffy, and they're all fluffy and light and gentle, whereas tarot card is in your face. Don't ignore this message. There's a lot of I don't want to say fear, I don't think it's fear, but there's a lot of nervousness around tarot, because people think, oh my gosh, she's pulled the death card out, I'm gonna die or something awful's gonna happen. Doesn't mean that at all. There is nothing scary in the cards. When I read, it's a bit like a riddle to me. I don't sit down and decipher what is hard to explain. I don't decipher everything because it's for you. You know what I'm talking about. And with the, I'm just going to move some of these out of the way because I like to, you know, have space. In the video that I sent my 3 separate friends, they are in very different stages of their life. And what I did, in my weekly videos, I will have 3 decks of cards like this. And I'm going to be talking to you and welcoming you. And you're going to be staring at the cards. Okay? And already, somewhere along the way, you're drawn to one of them more than the other one. Might help if I took them out the bag, but it might be the purple you're attracted to. It might be the angel on here you're attracted to, or the box. I don't know. But then I split you into teams. So you're team 1, team 2, and team 3. And then you don't have to sit through the whole video. You can go in the description box, click that open, and it will say team 2, and then there'll be a blue timestamp. Click that blue timestamp and you'll skip to your reading that you chose for this pack. And the same for team 3. Each month I am going to do, I will start the video off like this, but it will be like what you need to know, and then I will do a further in-depth reading for each of the star signs, and again they will be time stamped. You don't have to sit through all 11 to get to Pisces. And that is the plan for this channel. I'm going to do weekly readings, monthly readings, and any tutorials, or like what's the difference between angel cards and tarot cards. Anything you want to know, anything, you can ask me anything. I am an open book, and I want to give a special shout out to all of my fanatics on my diamond painting channel, because you have helped get me here. You have been supportive, because there has been times where I have let you into my life, and it hasn't always been easy listening, and I'm fully aware of that. But it's you guys that has got me here today, because you have, not only have you listened to me and said, you're so brave, you're amazing, you're so strong, you have literally hugged me, and I can't thank you enough. It's just now time to embrace this side of my life and take this as far as I can. And that is why I'm here today. Because I'm done with pain. I'm done with trauma. It's time to stand in my own power that I have earned, I might add. I was on the phone to my mum tonight, and we were on the phone for 2.5 hours. She only lives down the road, like literally half-hour drive. And then she said, "Oh, are you coming over this weekend?" I said, "Yes." I go over at some point every weekend with the kids. And she said, "Oh, can we make it Sunday, because you know I'm busy and stuff." I said, "Of course, whatever's easier for you." And we were on the phone, and obviously when it came out that I was being abused, my mum didn't know the extent of the abuse. And it must have been traumatic for her, because not only has she learned that her husband is a vile, sick individual. It's her daughter that has gone through all the trauma. And don't get me wrong, he manipulated and bullied her in other ways. Like, they were looking for a new car and he wanted this like 4x4 GP thing. And my mum said, I can't drive that, that's too big. I need a car, you know, to be able to drive. And he ended up getting this big 4x4 thing, and then he had to take my mum to work because she didn't want to drive it. It's too big and she didn't feel comfortable driving it. So then it became the norm of him driving her to work and picking her up. And then me and my mum are very open. I don't discuss the abuse side with my mum, obviously she doesn't need to hear any of that. But we talk about what he did, and how he manipulated and narcissistic behaviour. And we talk about that quite often, and we're very open with each other. And he used to phone her at work all the time and be like, who you working with? You know, and I was like, oh my God, I didn't even know he was doing that. Like, what on earth? What is that about? And it's control. And he just battered us down. But he's not around anymore. I have had therapy. I now drive. I run my own house. My boys have grown up sane and I'm incredibly proud of them. And I'm incredibly proud of myself for having come through all I have. And tonight, actually, I was talking to my mum and I said to her, my therapist was called Nikki. And Nikki said to me, because I had therapy about 2 years ago now, and she said to me, at any point did you turn to drink or drugs? Or, like, how did you cope with this? And I said, no, I never turned to drink and I never turned to drugs. And she sat in awe and she was like, what do you mean? You went through all of this completely sober? I was like, well, yeah, because I had kids, I couldn't turn to drink or drugs. I mean, people do for a lot less, I might add, but I never did. And it was my kids that kept me sort of away from that. I was not a good parent. I was depressed and barely functioning at the end, but I did right by them the best I could at that time. So yeah, life has been heavy and I'm sorry. I have turned this into a very heavy therapy-filled session, but I am here now. Cindy Michelle has arrived. I will be doing readings here on my channel. I hope to do them weekly and monthly. I will also do any tutorials that you, or questions. If you ask me questions, I will happily answer them to the best of my ability. And I keep saying this, what do I do? Okay. Okay, I can, not always, but I can connect to spirit, as I was discussing earlier. So I have that. I work very, very closely with my angels. They come in, and again, I can do a video on archangels and the angel system and how they communicate and all of that. I can do all of this kind of stuff. You just need to ask, because I don't know what you guys would like to know. So I can communicate with angels too. I do tarot readings. Yeah, I think we'll leave it there for now. I can do a whole host of things that I don't necessarily think of because it's just what I do. And I don't sound insane because all you guys are into this stuff. I will ask that if you are not into any of this stuff, that is absolutely fine. I am not here to form a cult and take over the world. I am just here in a little corner of YouTube sharing positivity, gratitude, guidance, advice, and it's all on my own time. It's all completely free of charge, and yeah, all I ask for in return is a little bit of feedback. And you can, I know some of you don't like posting comments on YouTube, but I do have a Facebook page or an email address which will be linked in the description. I would like feedback. If you resonated with it, if it made sense to you, if it had happened that week, I would love to know, because how else do I know these things? So I do need you to reach out, and you're more than welcome to leave a comment. That's absolutely great. If you say, oh, I was on team 2 and that reading helped me see something completely different, or I was in team 3 and that was spot on, or I was on team 1 and you hit the nail on the head. Do you know what I mean? Or I was on team 1, didn't understand any of it. Do you know what I mean? But just be kind in your comments. Love for all, hate for none. Okay? That should be my new slogan, because that was pretty good. But yeah, it doesn't hurt to be kind. And if you didn't find the reading helpful, that is fine too, but you don't need to be unkind about it. Come back next week. Okay, so there you go, guys. That is a little bit deeper than I thought I was going to go with you this week. I'm going to swap these cards, okay? I'm going to choose my Archangel ones. So you've been looking at those for no reason. I'm going to leave these here for a little while, okay? I will timestamp your readings down below, and as time goes on I will get better at it. This is just a welcome to my channel and a mini reading of sorts. Okay, so yeah, have you picked a team yet? Now that I've put these here, have you changed your mind? We're loving the angels today. So team 1, team 2 and team 3. I'm just letting you have a look and giving you a minute to yourselves. And then we shall get into your reading. Yeah, I will get better at doing this, and you won't always get my backstory before your readings. Okay, I'm assuming that is enough time, and you have picked a group. Okay, so group 1, stay with me, and group 2, go ahead and click in the description box your timestamp and I shall see you there. And the same for group 3, go down, click your timestamp and I shall see you there. And don't forget to let me know in the comments when you're done which group you picked and if you found the reading relevant. Okay, thank you so much for spending time with me, and I shall see you in your groups. Hello Team 1. We are ready. Well, I'm ready. Are you ready? Yeah, I think you're ready. Okay, so this is my messages from the angels deck, and let's see what hidden messages you need to hear as an introduction to my channel. Okay, so first card is Sonia. Now, Sonia is a very delicate card because she only appears here when there's a loved one that has passed over, and I need you to know you've been thinking about them quite a lot, and you may even be doing things such as lighting candles or placing flowers, things like this. They haven't gone unnoticed, and they want you to know that your loved one is happy and at peace, and that they love you very, very much, and they also don't want you to worry. They are absolutely fine and at peace, and the ailments that they had on the earth plane no longer affect them on the spirit plane. That's very important for you to know. You felt that? I felt a relief coming from you. Chantel. Wow, wow, wow. She normally appears when there's a new romance coming in, and it could be with someone new, or it could be a revitalization of your current relationship. So you have to be open to both giving and receiving love. And if you are bogged down with the I'm not worthy, I don't deserve love, if you are bogged down with all of that, you are not opening up, because you are telling yourself lies, because you are worthy and you do deserve love, and you deserve the very best that life has to offer. And we have Rosetta. She is all about the children. You could have, it could link back to Sonia. So again, if you have gone through this, my heart goes out to you guys, because I've been there. It's painful, it's traumatic. I would say time heals, it doesn't. You learn to live with the loss of a child, and you will always have triggers. Christmas, birthdays, anniversaries. If you have lost a child, they are with the angels and with your family. However, if you have not lost a child, then you may have a gift in working with children. So specialising with children somewhere in your life, whether it's being a mum or a stepmum, or even going into a career of like nursing or teaching children in a school. You have that kind of ability, and that should be embraced and something worth looking into. Okay, so I'm going to now pull out, where should we go next? What was deck 2? deck 2 was the tarot cards, wasn't it? I do love my angel cards, and I just love all my cards. I can't help it. I have recently just bought a new deck as well. Okay, so what hidden messages do we have in the tarot cards for group number or team number 1? 2 of Michael. Okay, so I'm seeing a battle, and again this is tarot, so it's slightly more in your face in my opinion. They're a bit more, now listen here and pay attention. Okay, so there is a battle of sorts, but there is, it might not be with someone, it might be with yourself. So you'll say to yourself, think of an example, shall I buy that car or should I not buy that car? And you're talking yourself into buying the car and not into buying the car. The money can go to something else, but you really need a car. There's an inner conflict basically going on. You need to make a decision, and you need to stop over analysing it. If you need a car, get a car. It might not be that car, but you need a car. Okay, so find a compromise somewhere in that inner conflict. Yeah. There's a reality sense that you need this car, and then the emotional sense. You've got the common sense and the emotions. Try to take the emotions away and then base it on the facts at hand. So if you can afford to buy that nice car that you really want, buy that nice car. But stop over analysing everything and find a compromise somewhere. You need a car, so go get a car. Whatever this inner conflict is, obviously the car is my example. Okay, so what's the next card? And we're going with Gabriel. So again, keeping your eyes on the big picture. You might be a little bit of a, I don't want to say control freak, but you like to keep an eye on every single part of the process, and you need to leave that to other people. You need to learn to delegate it and keep your eyes on the end result. Don't keep focusing on the tiny little minute details that should be other people's job, if you like. You have a genuine concern for others, and I want you to learn to delegate a little bit. Sit back and look at what you have achieved. I think a lot is getting missed because you're not taking in the success and the progress that you have made within this, and yeah, it's time you did. It is, you have success and stuff going on around you, so just take that in a little bit more. Oh, and then we have the Queen. Wow. And again, the Queen is, to me, she's like a very strong, personal, individual person, and you can do anything and you can go after anything, and you have the ability to attract helpful people, which is what I was saying here about delegating. So they're working as a team. You just need to delegate and let them focus on the smaller details, keeping your eye on the bigger picture. But yeah, and she is sitting there confident and happy and everything. So just, and again, you are the type of person that is generous and inspirational, dramatic and driven, as well as being passionate, charming, brilliant and independent. They are all key aspects of who you are. So you can delegate a little bit. Just take the pressure off yourself. It's absolutely fine. And then we're going to go with the Healing with the Angel cards. So this might be the inner conflict. It's like you're taking on too much and you feel like, whoa, you just need to delegate. That is the secret, because you're going to be successful in what you're doing. So it's all good. Trust the process, as they say. Okay, retreat is generally listening to your inner guidance, or me in this case. Listening and relaxing and taking the weight off, just confirming everything that I have said. You have to learn to delegate. And then finally we have divine timing, and there you go. Again, it's all in the timing, and it has to be divine. Your angels and your family in spirit, they are all working with you right now, and the angels work tirelessly to help us on our journey, and they will give us everything we desire. And you have it. You have the King and Queen in this 3 tarot cards I've pulled, and you've pulled the King and Queen, so you have it. And they are working tirelessly behind the scene, all of the angels, and they are, the divine timing will come when they have all the pieces of the puzzle put together. There's one piece short right now. It's not quite ready, but once it is, you will know it and you will succeed in anything that you put your mind to. There you go, guys. This is the reading that I have for you. I hope you've enjoyed it, and thank you so much for joining me. Please remember to leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Hit that subscribe button to follow me for your weekly and monthly and extra readings as I move forward with my channel. Thank you for bearing with me in my very deep introduction into who I am, and I shall see you very soon. I really do appreciate your company, and I hope I have been of some help and of some insight, and please remember to let me know if you found this at all helpful. Thank you so much, and I shall see you very soon, guys. Bye. Hello Team 2, welcome to your reading. Okay, let's see what hidden messages we have for you. This is my Archangel Power Tarot cards. And let's see what message we have for you. The Knight of Raphael. Wow. So you are a romantic person. You are I don't know if you're in a committed romantic relationship. If you are, you're about to be swept off your feet. If you are single, you are about to be swept off your feet. Situations and topics will come into play with this person that make you excited and give you that butterfly feeling. He is on his way for you single ladies out there. I am one of them. Yeah. He is going to come in and you're going to know. It may have just happened. If not, it's coming. But he is about to make an entrance and you're not going to miss him. So pay attention to anyone new that's coming into your life around this time, because he is on his way, guys. Wow, he's going to make an entrance, that's for sure. The Wheel. Okay, so again, with new beginnings, bringing this new energy in. The Wheel to me signifies that if you are in a bad place, the wheel's going to turn. You're not always going to be in that bad place. And again, with good fortune and being in a happy place, again, can easily turn. You know, arguments happen, breakups happen. Not saying that any of that's happening here, but my point is that the wheel constantly turns. You're never in the same place. You're constantly learning and evolving and changing, and that's what this is. There is an end of delays. There is a change of direction that is offering happiness. And once you've got through this phase, he's going to come in and you're not going to miss him. He is literally going to bound into your life. So he's not. You won't miss that opportunity, and he will come at the right time. Oh, another big card, and again, leap of faith. There you go. So you're going to have to, when this happens, I feel like this is the main focus right now, but when this happens, and he might well be, you're probably sitting there going, oh my God, you know, I don't want to throw a name out there because you'll all be looking for a name. This person has just entered my life, but I never thought of him this way. And if you did, you may have just come. You're feeling that you're not ready, and that's going to change. And a leap of faith requires just that. You're going to have to take a big step and trust yourself. Listen to your instincts, because your instincts never steer you wrong. But there is a lot of positivity and happiness and spirit are with you, with this guy or girl. Yeah. So take a leap of faith and trust the process, because he is going to come bounding. You're not going to miss him. He's full of energy, he's full of upliftment, compliments, and everything is good. So just take your time. If you need to take your time, there's no shame in that you don't have to rush into anything, and be sure. There's no harm in being sure of what you want. But yeah, he is on his way, guys. Okay, so then we will go with our healing with the angels. I've got two angel decks in this, but they are very different. Okay, so your first angel is meditation. And again, taking time out for yourself, deciding what you want and manifesting what you want. So if you want this relationship, you can see yourself in that relationship, and the angels will help make that happen. Releasing old wounds first. A nice clear mindset, walking into something new is always the best one. Oh, I don't even need to read this. I mean, really, I don't need to read that, do I? The last time The last time I pulled this card out was for a guy. I'm not in touch with him anymore, sadly. His name was Tim, and we were quite good friends, and people come and go for a reason. No ill feeling or anything. We didn't fall out, we just stopped having things in common, I guess. The last time I pulled this card out, and I pulled this card and I said, oh, you've met someone and he's your soulmate, and he was like, no, that I haven't met anyone and he's not my soulmate. Within a day or two of me pulling that out, he turned up and they're now married. So there you go. I don't need to tell you anything else. Miracles. This is a very happy, positive, love-filled reading. Yeah. Believe in miracles. Guys, I'm so jealous of you guys right now. I mean, look how awesome that is. And we're not even done yet. So, I don't even need to read these anymore. I just don't need. I'm not needed on this reading. Okay, messages from your angels. So what's the hidden message? I don't usually get timelines, to be honest. I wish I did, but I don't get timelines. But I want to say by the end of August, if not already. Are you in this honeymoon phase right now? This is what I want to know. Is he your soulmate? Yes, he is. Yeah, you're going to have to let me know in the comments. I am the angel of families. A happy change or addition is coming to your family. There's a baby in that picture. Doesn't necessarily actually have to be a physical baby. It can be the manifestation of all of your love and romance going on right now. Yep. What do you desire right now? Visualize it and it will come about, which is what I was saying about the meditation. So it's confirming this. This is Francesca. Don't think it's too good to be true, because I'm telling you, it's here to stay. And negativity is going to start blocking your progress. So don't start getting bogged down with it's all going to go wrong, he's going to leave, or she. I'm saying he because I'm female, so, and I'm jealous. Yeah. And the final card for your reading is, you are flying high right now, which may threaten others. But don't descend, because others will soon be inspired. And there you go. My job here is done. I don't need to clarify anything this reading. Enjoy is all I'm going to say. I'm so very jealous. I wish this was me, but Team 2, it is you. So enjoy every step of this process. Stay true to who you are and enjoy, because I have a lot of positivity. I have 6 angel cards telling me that it's all good. Thank you for joining me, guys. Let me know in the comments, have you met him or her yet? Is this an accurate perception of where you are right now, or is it something that's you're gonna look forward to? When it happens, don't forget me. I want to know. Yeah, thank you so much for joining me. Please remember to hit that like button if you have enjoyed your reading, and please hit that subscribe button to not miss out on your weekly and monthly readings and any other videos that I upload. Thank you so much for joining me, Team 2. And I kind of don't want to put this away because it looks awesome. There's butterflies and there's angels and romance. He makes you feel good. Yeah. I'm excited. Thank you, Team 2. And I shall see you in an upcoming video very, very soon. Bye. Hello, Team 3. Welcome to your reading. Let's see what your hidden messages are, shall we? So I'm going to start off with your chosen deck, which is the Healing with Angels deck. And the first card I have for you is Divine Timing. As we know, everything happens all in good time, okay? And the angels are working behind the scenes and they are getting everything together for you. They are working with you. Whether you are aware of that or not, they do work tirelessly on our behalf. I often joke with my mum that mine never get a day off. They never get to go to the pub or anything because they're constantly cleaning up my mess and trying to lay out where I'm supposed to be. And that's exactly what they do. There's still some more work to be done before the next stage, but it is all in the divine timing. So whatever you have going on right now, whatever you are working towards, whatever you are trying to achieve, it will come once everything is ready and you have done all the work you possibly can to achieve that. There you go, listening to your angels, your inner gut feeling. If something feels off, it's the angel's way of telling you to tread carefully or look into it or walk away or even run at some point. They are working very closely with you, but listening is key. If something feels off, it's usually bad. However, if you have a gut feeling that you need to do something that you hadn't quite thought of before, that's their guidance stepping in and trying to guide you to where you need to be. So listen and look out for your gut feelings and signs that you are on the right track. Nature, and me personally, I'm a forest girl. I love being in the forest and I love being deep in the woods. That's my place. Some people like the beach and go sit and watch the tide coming in and out or walk through the sand. Whatever that nature spot is for you, go and have a walk and get back to who you are, and inspiration will come while you're out there, and also you'll be guided yet again in some way. So please do go to your favourite spot, whether that be the beach or the forest or a field or a tree, whatever that is, that's where you need to be right now. Okay, I'm going to now pull out some Archangel Power Tarot cards and see what message we have from these cards. The Wheel. The wheel for me is like an emotional roller coaster, and you're never in the same place. So your emotions are constantly changing, and your mindset is constantly changing in order to catch up. So if you're in a bad relationship, that will pass. If you're in a horrible job that you keep wishing you was in a different job, that will pass. So you have to trust the wheel, because bad things move. You're never in the same spot, and even moving forward through life, you can go through a bad breakup and come out stronger for it, and then you have grown and evolved and won't take the crap that X gave moving forward. So things, you're constantly growing, changing and evolving, both through the good and the bad, and that's what the wheel is for me. Okay, let's grab another card. The Queen of Michael. Again, the first thing that jumps out at me is the healing, because yellow roses for me are healing. You are insightful and self-reliant and somewhat brilliant, I might add, and you know exactly what to do. You have the benefit of the experience, which is what I was saying here. You have grown and evolved and changed and become who you are today. It's time to focus on, I don't want to say abandon relationships. I don't mean present ones, I mean upcoming ones. And focus on what you want. The Queen, she has too much work to do, if you know, so it's like a career path or a direction you want to go in, and don't let like relationships and stuff get in the way of what you want. Stay true to who you are, and you will find your way. You are self-reliant and, you know, quite funny with it. A leap of faith, and there we go. I just had those two as well. So they are back, and again, you know what to do. You know that the troublesome parts are just gonna turn around, and it won't. You're not always going to be in this position. You know exactly what to do through your experience and your knowledge, and now you just need to put it into action. Believe in yourself. Listen to your gut instinct, and there's something you want to do. I'm getting the feeling there's something that you want to do, but perhaps your mum's saying, oh, yeah, no, don't do that, do this instead, or dad saying, no, that's not a good idea, perhaps you should do this first, and then if that's still what you want to do, come back to that. Or your sister's saying, well, that's just stupid. Do you know what I mean? You've got all these outer influences, but inside your heart and inside, you know exactly what you want to do. You've thought about it, and it's been a long time coming. So again, boils down to, you're not always going to be there. You know exactly what you want to do. Believe in yourself. Listen to your heart and do what gives you joy. What's going to bring you joy, not mum, dad and sister and brother and uncle and auntie and your neighbours and their dog. It's what you want, and that is perfectly allowed. Okay, good. Okay, so we have messages from your angels, and these usually confirm everything pretty much that I have said. But you've got some very powerful cards here with the divine timing. It's all going to happen. Leap of faith, and it's all going to, it's going to happen for you. There you go. Keep charging ahead. Don't take no for an answer. Expect miraculous solutions to appear. So you're already thinking of problems. Well, you know, mum's not going to be happy with me. Well, let mum be unhappy, because when you've succeeded, which you're doing, you've taken a leap of faith, and now keep charging because it's coming. She will be proud of you, and she'll be like, wow, you know, I didn't know that was going to happen. Have faith and hope, because there's something positive on the horizon that you can't see yet, and you've put in the work. So Crystal is telling me that you've put in the work and it's what you want. So again, confirming everything. Schooling, study, education to help your life's purpose and growth at this time. The angels will guide you and help you with this process. So they're going to guide you through, they have already, but they're going to keep guiding you. Yeah, this is very, very exciting, and I'm very curious as to what you are wanting to do, because I can feel it with all the passion and excitement. I'm just getting like voices saying, I don't know if that's self-doubt or if it's actual people, like I was saying about mum, dad, uncle, auntie, neighbours. If they're actually saying to you, no, it's not a good idea, and you're actually thinking, oh yeah, but it is though, isn't it? It is. So you need to take a leap of faith, believe in yourself, and you know exactly what you want to do. Keep charging ahead, have faith and hope, and keep looking into this moving forward. I'm just going to pull another card because I think, there you go. Yes, the timing is right for a new adventure. A happy outcome follows your positive expectations, and she is strong and she is confident and she knows what she wants, and that's Isabella. It's not Isabella, it's you. But for the purposes of my cards, there you go. I am out because everything I've said. Yeah. I have no doubts, I have no niggles. Divine timing. There's a little bit of work and a leap of faith. The little bit of work that is the final piece of the puzzle is you having self-belief and knowing that, yes, you are right. So whatever you have been asking yourself, whatever you have been working towards, is clear here to me that you need to keep charging ahead. Have faith and hope. Keep working towards your end goal, looking up and researching things as you go, and yes, the time is right. Take a leap of faith. You know exactly what to do, and things will change. So my work here is done. So I hope you do let me know in the comments what you think to this reading, and if you have enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up, and yeah, hit that subscribe button to not miss out on any future readings with me in the future. And I'm going to leave it there, guys, because my job here is done. I'm very excited for you guys. Very excited indeed. Thank you so much for joining me. I really do appreciate it. I hope you have enjoyed the welcome to... you even got an extra card. Team 3. That was naughty. Team 1 and 2 didn't get an extra card. Yeah, I hope you continue to support me on my journey by hitting that subscribe button. Thank you so much, all of you, for joining me. I really do appreciate it, and I am very excited to be here, and I want to hold your hand through your journey through life too. The good, the bad and the ugly. I want to share it all with you. And I will give you as much of a heads up as I can as we move forward. Thank you so much, you guys. You guys are amazing, and I very much look forward to reading for you again very, very soon. Thank you for joining me, and thank you for allowing me to share intimate parts of my life in the beginning of the video, and I shall see you very, very soon. I love you guys. Bye-bye.